Welcome to Boss Talk Radio, the #1 online business and entrepreneurial talk show. Brought to you by Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services.
Boss Talk Radio, keeping it real, yeah, that's for sure. I said a Boss Talk Radio, here for your needs, we'll crack the code. He the boss.
He gon' fix your situation like there ain't no time for wasting. We ain't playing when we saying
he the boss.
And if you ever have a problem, he gon' show you how to solve it. Listen in and he'll show you he the boss.
Talk
Here's your host, the sexy tax expert, George Dandridge.
Boss Talk Radio, here for your needs, we'll crack the code. He the boss.
What's going on? What's going on, Boss Talk family? We are doing this countdown on the top 10 success hacks. And we're now on number 8. If you've been tuning in, number 10 was to show up to serve. Look for how you can be an impact versus showing up to see what it is that you can get. Number 9 was to be present when you show up at events. Don't be locked into your cell phone. Be present and be engaged. And so now we're getting over to number 8. And number 8 is the art of risk-taking. And I say the art of risk-taking because it's really an art in the science, and we're going to kind of dive in to that a little bit. So everybody's heard the sayings, scared money don't make money and things of that nature. And everyone, with no risk, there are no rewards, right? But that doesn't suggest take stupid risk. And in order to make a calculated risk, you have to have enough data. Now, you always hear me talk about making data-driven decisions. So the first part is having the data. And where do you get that from? You get that from your analytics. You get that from your cash flow statement, your P&L. All of these things gives you the information you need to make a calculated risk. And so what you're looking for when quote unquote taking a risk, and I call any investment a risk, but what you're looking for is where the opportunity for the benefit far exceeds the impact of a potential loss. Let's put it in the most layman terms possible. If something's going to cost you $10 in theory, and there's an opportunity to net $50 off of that $10 investment, at the surface, it sounds like it's worth taking that risk, right? But what I mean by the benefit exceeding any possible loss, let's say that $10 also comes with attaching yourself or your brand to something that may not reflect favorably for you, right? And that association can cause you harm or cause your harm to your brand. Then that may not be something you want to get involved in. That may not be a risk you want to take. But whenever there's an opportunity where you can elevate your brand or your person and not cause harm to others, and you can look at the cost of that elevation or the investment in that elevation as the cost of that opportunity, but then there's a far-reaching reward. Sometimes you guys don't know how to evaluate short-term risks with long-term rewards because you're in that microwave generation. You're looking for something to happen immediately, like, oh, I spent this on Tuesday, the weekend's here, I'm not rich, or I don't have the clients running through the door yet. When you have a headache and you take a Tylenol, it takes a good half an hour for that thing to start kicking in, right? So it's the same thing when you're investing in an opportunity in your business is that whatever the prescription is, it takes time for that thing to get into the system and start to work, and for you to start to see the results, and for you to start having a long-lasting impact. And because of that, a lot of you don't take risks that you should. If you don't see the immediate cash reward or the immediate influx in client attraction, then you consider it a scam. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say that, this coach didn't work or this coach didn't work. No, you didn't work. It's kind of like my guy, Dave Anderson, always says, if you have a gym membership, but you're not going to the gym, it's not that the gym didn't work. You didn't go. Like we were talking about showing up and being engaged. Well, you took a risk of buying a membership and then not putting in the work to go with that. So minimize your risk by understanding what you can afford to lose. And the term escapes me at the moment. I don't know why. That's crazy. But you can call it opportunity cost if you want. That's one way of looking at it. But I want you to think of this beyond money, because money can pretty much be replaced. If you damage your brand or your reputation by making the wrong alliances or showing up in the wrong way, then that's far more detrimental than losing a few dollars. So you have to, really evaluate every opportunity to see if it's a risk that you should be taking, if it's an organization, an opportunity, or whatever that you really want to align yourself with because it aligns with your core values and your core strategies. So again, number 8 is the art of taking risk. If you're not prepared to take some risk, then entrepreneurship is not the place that you want to operate. Stay tuned for more of the countdown. We'll be back later with number 7.